Right, I'm interrupting the start of the video to let you all know that ESN comes Sunday, so this comes out on Friday. Sunday, the whatever day it is, I'll put it on the screen now. ESN have ESN week, so it's basically Black Friday, but just for ESN products. Everything is 20% to 70% off. I will put on the screen now what products are what percent off, so you can see. But basically, get ready, Sunday, it goes live. There's 30% off all whey proteins. So for those who wanted to try cinnamon cereal whey, everything is so massively on sale that go and have a look. There will be something you want. Protein bars will be like 50% off. Code Eagles gets the highest discount on every single product. So literally just add what you want to the basket, slap Code Eagles on there, and you will have the most amount of discount you can get. It will be like some of the cheapest, best quality, best tasting supplements you will ever have the chance to buy. So take advantage of it. I'd suggest you like stock up, because ultimately in the sport, you're eventually going to use whey protein. It's not going out of date anytime soon. You definitely need whey protein, definitely need creatine, pre-workouts. Like, you're always going to need these products. So you may as well just buy as much as you can once they are as cheap as they are. There will not be another sale remotely close to this probably until Black Friday again in October, November time. So yeah, stock up, Code Eagles, send me your orders, I appreciate it, and I'll crack on with the video now, so cheers. Right, I've just fucked up my hand. In for back and quads, it is Tuesday the 25th. I fly to New York a week today, so this will probably be the last video for 2 weeks. So this will come out Friday this week. Next week there won't be a video just because I will be in New York and I don't have time to prep one and I don't have time to film when I'm out there. Well, I do have time to film. I'll film like 4 or 5 videos when I'm out there. Just won't have time to edit, so apologies for that. But in terms of where we're up to today, I'll put last Wednesday's check on screen now. 222 pounds in this now. This morning I'm 224.5. Check-in day is tomorrow morning. So starting into the rebound now. Food's on the way up, cardio's on the way back down. Doing 25 minutes fasted every single day and 10,000 steps. Normally I'm going over on the step count a little bit, but yeah, food is about 500 grams of carbs on a training day, 400 on a rest day, I think. Fat's a little bit higher, protein's still around the 300, 325 mark. Feeling good. Training is absolutely fine. Best training's felt in a long time, which is strange because I'm still cruising until after New York, and then we'll get the second sort of blast underway for the off season. But for right now, it's just a case of bringing food up a little bit. We haven't really slammed it in aggressively for the rebound. I want to stay a lot leaner this push up. Also, with me going to New York, we're aware that like we just want to kill appetite a little bit, so I'm still a little bit hungry, but bring food up enough just to sort of calm the appetite down, just so I don't become fat over there. But when I am over there, I'm going to eat a lot of food. I'm going to film it. So we've got like 10k food challenges coming your way from New York, which will be funny. But for right now, just back to training. Sleep's been pretty poor recently. I am pretty tired just because I'm getting up at 5 every day, just with routine and workload at the minute. I'm so busy. We had Colin on stage over the weekend at a regional show in the States, who he won his class. So big up Colin, shout out mate. I am actually going over to New York for him. He's over competing at nationals less than 2 weeks from now. So I'm going over to Jersey for nationals in New York for a bit as well. So that's going to be a pretty good trip. And obviously get to catch up with Colin, see him in person, and finish the last show of the season strong together in person. So that'll be good. If you are at nationals, do come say hello, please. It'll be sick to meet some of you. Because I do know that weirdly my engagement is like 30% American. British is not even top 5 on there, on Instagram anyway. YouTube might be slightly different, but I'm still 99% sure majority of my engagement is American. But yeah, as for today, back and quads. So started with a single arm prime pull down, which you've seen already. Didn't talk well, I filmed it, I didn't talk much just because I was doing it with Kyle, another lad here who was also wanting to use that. So we just jump in, hit that together. Now I'm onto the prime mid back row for my main row of the session. If you watched the last back and quads video, I think I probably did a bent over row as the primary row. However, with training volume starting to go up, I've now changed my hinged row to a Saturday, as this session is going to start to get more and more heavy with legs. And doing a hinged row and then a lot of legs is just too much to recover from. So just splitting those up so that we've got a supported, chest supported row, still heavy, still aggressive, but then we go into quad work later and there's no hinging, so it gets a bit of a breather. So yeah, did 2 sets of the prime row. I did warm up with a couple pull-ups, a couple pull-through, just to get the lats firing, get a bit of blood moving, loosen up a little bit, then go into the single arm lat work. Always hit my lats first, and then we move into the heavier main row of the session. We'll hit this. This session has changed a lot, so it's a completely new structure that you'll have seen before. We'll hit this, and then we get on to a upper back row. and hit my upper back traps and all that. But yeah, with my specific off season, this is like my most important session really, because I need a better back and I need more quads. So slap them together and we get after it. I had to slap on some thin calibrated blue 20s, just because otherwise you can't get enough plates on the middle pin. Gonna go for probably 7.5 plates today. Strength like really is flying at the minute, like really fucking well. I'm stronger now than I probably was peak off season, peak last, which is surprising. But I know the reason why. If you want to find out why, I have just started subscriptions on Instagram where I can talk about everything, exact protocols, exactly what's going on with me, blood work, stuff like that, freely, because it's obviously behind a paywall, so that you don't get the idiots that are gonna see my protocols and then try and copy them or just make stupid comments, stuff like that. So it's only like £2.79. So if you are like really interested into the ins and outs of my sort of protocols, foods, cheat meals, everything, I do specific Q&As on there where I can answer everything, again, more freely. I don't have to be as politically correct on there. So I've set that up, pretty active on there. Go subscribe to that. You can obviously message me much more easily as well if you are subscribed to that. It'll come up in my like sort of priority inbox. And I like to chat with everybody on there a lot more. So yeah, check that out. It's just go to my Instagram profile and there'll be like a little subscribe thing now when you look at my page. Hit that and I can obviously go into detail about what's been going on. But yeah, so effectively, even though I'm still cruising, blood work's now in a much healthier spot from a hormonal standpoint. Hence why I feel so much fucking better, so much more alive. Just past, let's say, 2-3 months, felt really fucking down. Just figured it was just like life, you know, you get busy, think you're a little bit down, but I thought I was just a bit tired. No, hormones are just fucked. So now I'm in a much better spot, feel unbelievable, and I'm on a cruise still. So yeah, really good. Just goes to show though, progress can still be made. It's more so about mindset, training, and food. Right, this is 5 plates, see how this feels, and then we'll get into sort of the top set. I have put a clip here, just so it raises up the start point, because I don't have a spot, and wrapping into this, I know I'm not wrapped now, but when I do wrap into this without that, it's pretty much impossible to get it up. Where the fuck did that go? That's it. Nice one, cheers. Right, 7 and a 5, because 7.5 won't fit and I can't be asked to reorder the plates. Did 7 and a 5 last week, I think only for 5 reps, but I'm just feeling really good warming up, so I was going to be optimistic. However, I'm now going to be smart and just try and get like 7-8 reps with last week's weight. Moved over to using hard bodies figure 8 straps. They are new, they have just come out. Link will be in the description. In terms of if I recommend them, if you've got big hands and big forearms, yes, hence why I love them. You don't have to grip at all basically, like you do, but with wraps you've got to twist and sort of hold on to the twist, otherwise it can come undone. With these you're obviously just fully locked in, but they will slip off your hands unless you've got big hands and big forearms. So yeah, most people, especially if you're younger, lighter, I would just suggest normal premium straps. Again, they're tan leather premium straps, what I've been using for the last like year, and they've been phenomenal. I love them. It's what Kuba uses. You know, there's a reason people like myself and Kuba do use them. It's because they are unbeatable quality. These are just a bit of a change, and the old straps were starting to hurt my forearms a little bit. So using these has just changed up my pull sessions and allowed me just to pull straight into my back basically, just focus on that. And the connection's been next level with them. But again, when I've trained people who've tried to use them, we've got smaller hands, because I do have just like monkey forearms. They've not been quite as good. So have a look, see what you think. But I do recommend them. Code Eagles if you do want to grab anything. 7.5 plates, well 7 and a 5. Let's get it. plate is in the way. Done prime row, 2 sets. Felt very good. It is so hot in the UK at the minute. Like, well, not hot, it's like humid. Hence why I'm like wet through this lovely pink t-shirt, of which comes out tomorrow, the downfill on this. So when this comes out on Friday, it is already live, came live Wednesday. T-shirt project 18 from VQ. All the bodybuilding stuff is still there as well, and the last t-shirt project's actually on sale. Some of the hoodies I was talking about there, like you get 20, it's up to 70% off, so go check out VQ. Again, links in the description, code EELS to get more money off whatever discount's already there. But yeah, love it. They've got a pink one, a red one, black, a couple of designs. They've got all the same things in tank tops as well, so plenty of shit. All lovely stuff, obviously, you know, VQ, never miss. But yeah, on to upper back row now. This is something I've not really run before, purely because I never used to like this machine, but I've worked out how to set it up now. Like it very much for the upper back traps, and with the new layout of the exercise I go to after this one, it just works really nicely that I've done vertical lat isolation single arm. Now, then I went into my mid-back row, heavy rows for the whole mid-back, probably a little bit of upper back in there as well. Now we're going very upper back. Again, still hit a little bit of mid-back, but primarily upper back traps, that sort of area, ROMs. After this, we'll go into horizontal lat work, superset with, well, a lat superset basically, which absolutely blows my back up. It's my favourite thing to do for back at the minute. So much so I'm running it on both pull days. So I'll show you that. I suggest you try it out. It is a little bit, you know, fuck what the studies say, right? It's a bit branch warren. I'm training based off feel a lot at the moment, and my training is flying because of it, and my physique's responding because of it. So sacking off the scientific test book a little bit, still keeping the principles in check, but it's not perfect tempo with perfect control, and doing a superset for the same muscle group back to back may not be the most optimal thing to do, but it feels fucking mint. My back's growing more than it ever has, so fuck anyone who says otherwise. Right, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I just somehow fucked up my recording and recorded in between my set, and then went to press play to record my set, stopped the recording before my set. So yeah, if you didn't just see a 3-plate set of upper back rows, I do apologise. Did 3 plates for 12, which is 2 reps up from last week, same weight. So yeah, when I say training is flying, right, food's still very low compared to what it normally would be. I'm still hungry, I'm still doing 25 minutes of cardio. Yeah, so training is fine, going very, very well. Can't complain. Everything's either 5 kilograms up or 2 reps up, pretty much every set at the moment. And connection's better than it ever has been, pump's better than it ever have been. I've just got a very, very good feeling about this next push-up phase, which is exciting because I need to. But manifesting all that bullshit. Believe to achieve, Machiavelli motivation. The day I get a Machiavelli motivation video made about me is the day I've completed bodybuilding. So yeah, 3 plates to top set. I then do 2 plates, drop set into 1 plate. Obviously, it's not the most optimal drop set because I've got to unwrap, take the plates off each side and then get back in it. But it gives me about a 10-second break in between, and then I just fucking row the shit out of it till I can't row anymore. I say that actually, 1 plate is very light on here, so I actually pause it and squeeze really hard in the top and really just fuck up my upper back. Last week's video was a different one. For those who have watched it, thank you. For those who have liked it, thank you even more. I had quite a lot of very nice feedback, more so from people just DMing me, which is nice because you know, people are always nice, but like when it was such a sort of long, not the best put together video, I thought people seem to sort of enjoy it and take a lot from it, and I think it's more aimed towards those who are those, like, you know, younger lads, not even young necessarily, just young in terms of competing. You could be 28, right? If you in your first season at the minute, you are young. That's what I mean by saying young. Rookies, let's say, the ones that are at the start of their journey. Like, for those people who do think this, like, this happened overnight for me, it did not. Just go and watch that video if you've not seen it. It is a bit more podcasty, but there's literally pictures and pretty much a documentation of my entire journey, every single show that I've done. So you can see me from a sort of 65, 70 kilo, 17-year-old natural to what I am now. You just see me get progressively uglier, basically, as my cheeks get fatter, I get bigger and more grotesque. And the little cute 17-year-old, little cute innocent Jack just sort of disappears. But yeah, to everybody who enjoyed that, thank you. To those who didn't, we're back to training, don't worry. And we'll have more of the usual sort of content coming, where it's just me eating food and training, especially in America, which is going to be very good. So I'm going to crack on with the back off set now because I've been training a little quicker than normal. As you can see, I am absolutely wet through with sweat. partly because of the temperature, but also partly just because I get through my sessions a lot quicker now. I'm training alone, really enjoying training alone. I'm in a good groove, training's good, head's in the best place it's been for a long time. And I'm just really going to make the most of this next push-up, just sort of me in my own lane, doing what I enjoy. Outside distractions have been binned off. It is just game time. Right, seated row time. You'll notice I'm sat on a booster seat, and that is just because this is the Atlantis cable station, whatever you want to call it. The row on here, for some reason, the seat's really low, and you end up pulling a little bit up here, because the emphasis here is lat bias, sort of lower lat to be specific. I put it on a seat, and then it allows me to really pull in and tuck into my lats. You'll also notice the grip I'm using. If you look at it, dead straight on, it's got a slight supination to it, which just makes a really nice connection straight through the lats. It's also wider than just your typical V grip, meaning you can actually pull where your lats are and get a full contraction rather than being stuck here. So again, although this is a little bit rougher, more branch-oriented, should we say, than my usual back training used to be, it still has its principles that just make it feel even better. So effectively, the moral of the story here is find balance, right? You need both. You need correct setup, precise, analyze stuff to a degree, but you also need that intensity. And a lot of the time to get that intensity, you have to fall back a little bit from being so perfect all the time. And I've just really nailed that sweet spot. I think previously I've been just going to either too much one way or the other. I've been either doing too perfect a form to the point I lose all my intensity, or I've been putting 8 plates on a prime row and get absolutely zero connection and just moving the weight from point A to point B with no real intention behind it, far to move the weight. Very powerlifter-esque, not getting the same degree of muscle contraction I should be. If you listen to Jay, those sorts of guys talking about when they used to train with Philippe could put the stack on a lat pull down and actually squeeze and hold his back at the bottom every single rep, whereas people like Jay never did that. Jay himself believes that's why Phil, obviously genetics as well, but Phil was able to unlock such a level of detail and shape and roundness to his muscle because he was actually squeezing it and connecting it and working it every single rep. And so that's a lot of what I'm now trying to apply to my stuff. And regardless if it works or not, it feels a hell of a lot better. So yeah, that is the methodology and thought process behind my training at the moment. So with this, you do want almost to allow yourself to come forward a little bit, get a nice stretch on the lats, and then pull in, keeping chest forward a little bit. And then towards the end of the set, when I do start to tire, I will end up coming back a little bit, sort of pulling a little bit more towards the upper back. Because if you think, right, if we're here pulling here, it's all lat. The minute we then lean back, suddenly you're similar to the upper right row, where our line of resistance is pulling through upper traps and ROMs. So again, although this is lats bias, when I fatigue my lats, I'll still lean back a little bit, do a few more reps just to fully fuck up my back. Because again, even when I'm pulling up here, I'm still going to get a little bit of lat, finishing it off in the lengthened position. Right, enough education. Fucking full set time. And like I said, what you'll see is as soon as I finish this set, I'll go superset straight into just a straight bar pull through. What you saw me doing at the start of the session, warming up, just with an actual working weight. Still very light, because again, it's a superset. I'm fucked up by the time I get on there, and it just fully blows up my back. Ridiculous pump, ridiculous connection. Feels mint, and I'll do 3 sets of this. And then by the end of that, I'm pretty much done for back. And then it's just rear delts and quads. ESN, EA is obviously blackberry flavour, blackcurrant flavour. Might be blackberry, I think it is blackberry. Also, 30 grams of cyclodextrin is back in every session. Leg days, I now drink it with my pre-workout, just because sipping carbs whilst training legs is not a good end. I always throw up. But days like this, where I've only got 2 sets of quads at the end of the session, I just drink it throughout. Keeps me fresh, keeps me fueled, ready for when I get to quads, because obviously doing quads after a heavy back day, I'm normally pretty fucked up by the time I get over there, so 30 grams of carbs keeps me going, helps the pump. And the EAs obviously start to prevent that catabolic process. Right, second set, exact same weight on both machines. Rear delts, again, something I wouldn't even say neglected, because they're not a weak body part by any means. I've just not directly trained them consistently for some time. But I hit them enough doing pull anyway, just through the heavy rows I was doing. Like, you are going to indirectly work them heavily. It's like when you're doing a press, you're indirectly working your triceps every single time. But being a pro, I need to stop, taking things for granted and actively try to hit everything as best I can every single set. So yeah, rear delts are in properly now. 2 sets on here, and then I walk over, do 1 set just with dumbbells. Again, very, I hate keep saying branch warren-y, but like very just rough and ready, getting after it. So right then, so normally I would do, I've had to take the mic out from under my t-shirt just because I'm scared I'm going to break it with all the sweat, and it is a new microphone, so I don't want to break it. I'd normally do this leg press, which is the Jim Lecco hip press. Very quad dominant. I'd normally do 2 sets. However, I'm going to be intelligent today and self-moderate my volume in terms of the last 2 days. I've done 20,000 steps plus 25 minutes of cardio just from having to sort shit. So my legs are very beat up and very inflamed, and I've got to train legs again Friday. That's my more important session. Doing 2 sets today is more just a touch-up. Right now, doing a touch-up will be very counterproductive because I've got to do cardio again tomorrow. I've got steps to finish later today. And yeah, so devolume it a little bit. I'm going to go on the prime leg press and just do 2 very light sets. Get some blood there, but not really cause any direct fatigue or inflammation that's going to carry over to tomorrow. I'm not even going to put my squat shoes on or anything. Just going to do it in my Jordans and just take it steady today. But yeah, normally it'd be 2 sets of this till all out fucking failure, guns blazing. Today we're not going to do that. We're just going to take a step back and be a little bit more intelligent with it. And then we'll jump off in the posing room after and get posing. Theoretically, if we put that all the way back, we should be able to get a lot more knee flexion. Oh yeah, that's better. I just need more depth now. That is as deep as you can go. Fantastic. Fucking smashed it, prime. Right, we'll do single leg instead. That is a session done. I am fucking wet through, like disgustingly bad. But very good session. Obviously, reduced sets for quads because, well, you can't really tell, but they are pretty inflamed. Gonna put posing trunks on, do a quick round. Show you how we're looking. Please allow me. I've drank probably about 4 litres of water. So I'm a little bit bloated, but I don't give a shit. I'd rather give you the full picture. So this is how we're looking. I'll wrap it up after this. And leave it there. So this will probably be the last video I'll miss a week and then I'll be back the week after with the first video from America. If there are any videos you want to see from America, please do drop them below or DM me on Instagram and I'll film as much as I can. At the minute, what I'm going to film is some sort of 10K challenge, 10, 15, something like that. Calorie challenge just throughout the day. Probably a day in the life / the travel to get there. Film some of the hotels, stuff like that. I'm going to do a Walmart, Target, Whole Foods sort of grocery haul like I just did in Morrison's. Do that over there, show you what I'm getting because it will be a lot of shit food just because we don't have access to a lot of the food in America. So I'll show you me stocking up on that. Going to film a gym session while I'm over there at one of the gyms I go to, and we'll also vlog parts of NPC Nationals, the universe. Whether that will go in its own video, whether that will be part of like the day in the life, for example, I don't know. But yeah, that's like 4 or 5 videos I'm going to film. Obviously they won't all be out the week after. They'll be coming out over the next few weeks when I'm back, alongside more recent videos that I'll film there and then and post the same week. So yeah, gonna get into it and show you how we're looking. Like and subscribe if you any of that content coming from America, and I will catch you in the next one. Without you. Now my skin glows and it shines like glue. I'm pretty without you. Pretty without you. Pretty without you. Pretty without you. I get my beauty sleep without you. No more nicotine turning my hands blue. I'm pretty without you. Pretty without you. Pretty without you. Feeling